While we are still at the Johannesburg Theatre, it is the festival in Johannesburg for the choral music fraternity. And yes, we are speaking the choral music Indaba. To follow the page and find out more of the choral music Indaba, please do follow B Sharp. It is capital letter B with O hashtag bagit. Ushap ulo hashtag. We are Ushap loyo. It's gonna be here on the screen. You follow this page on your Facebook to get all the updates on the upcoming choral music event and the choral music Indaba. We promised you, Sizwile Song, this idea was birthed from the very same Zim 6 way to the very same PR way to a country, the very same babes were smiling. Well, we managed to find her here so that as was Uguti. One of our speakers said, Zim, this is the music for intelligent people.
True.
It's a music for intellectuals.
True.
So it is clear it is for intellectuals. For such an idea to be birthed from a conversation between you and Utuso Wasibini, please run us through that.
Hi guys. Thank you very much for your time. But when what you are saying that this music is for intellectual, that is true. It is for intellectual because actually it's the I always insist and clarify with people that it is the basis of all genres. All genres are coming from choral. If you ask, very few people will say they never sang at school, and at school they are singing the choral music. So it is the music for intellectuals. And second part of it is that it's people that are emotional about it. It's not people that are
By Kulanje.
abakhayelang imali,
Yeah.
but we need money to do it.
Yes.
That's the nice part.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
initially it was for how do I put it? It was for uhlanganisa abantu. It was for uhlanganisa abantu because make them busy, make them have something to do, give them alternatives. Because ngoku you realize that there are no alternatives. That's why we're having youth paparazi everywhere. So now we need to try and formalize it so that it can become a sector that brings food onto the table because abantu bayayithanda.
Yeah.
And youth is into it because if you're looking at umzekelo usaske okokuqala ayina age restriction, ayina season, because you would know that during Easter it's gospel, in during festive amakish, but yona right through the year it's happening. So it shows that it's for intellectual people, it's not for a particular group.
Yeah.
Now when we spoke about it on the conversation with Utuso, we were talking about how do you structure the whole, how do you align what's happening in the choral fraternity. So as we're talking, we realized that one of the things that is there, everybody's doing something.
Yeah.
And now if you're doing something, it's more like we are competing because
Yeah.
of its nature. Choral music is about competing. So now we are not competing. We need a alignment to say where are we going, what do we want to see, and then everybody goes to the same direction instead of Zimasa does this. Akona
Akona
does that,
does that.
and yet you realize that it's the same thing.
Yes, or they correlate,
It
yeah.
looks like we are competing.
Yeah.
So now, when you start having an Indaba, you are now collecting people's concepts, ideas, and what do they want to see, and then you start implementing them. And then I think in the process we'll be able to even have a national structure that is elected by its people.
Yes.
You understand? Not elected by friends or
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with,
Yeah.
with how structures are created. So when you are having an Indaba, at least you're having people with common a concept, and then and then with a goal to achieve
Yeah.
going to the same direction.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Now, Zim, one of the concerns that you've raised is around funds, which we all know it's always been the problem in the choral space, be in a small or a big choir. Imali nje, it's always a problem. Now, if there is someone out there that is saying, I love this idea, and I would love to put in a little something, noma ngabe ngibasponsora ngamanzi, where do those people go? Who do they talk to?
Is this the part that I'm saying? That's why we need this, because Zemasa will go for her concept, Truso will go for her concept, Grand Piano will grow. Then we are getting those piecemeals.
Yeah.
And then where do we account for those piecemeals? You understand? Because for instance, Um, okay, let me make a practical example. Remember last year we spoke about the concert that I'll be doing in March,
Yeah.
which we did.
Yeah.
No
In the
fund
Eastern
in
Cape.
the Eastern Cape,
Yeah.
yes. No funding.
Yes.
No funding.
I know it's coming
With,
from your pocket.
yes.
Yeah.
Now you come back and say when you're telling people that there's no funding, they think you are lying.
Yeah.
And then if you ask for funding, they say, why? Where is the organization itself? So it's a dicey situation. So that's why we need to try and align the whole process so that we're able to say when we are asking for funding, who are we asking the funding for and who are we accounting to? Because we don't
Yeah.
even account. When last did you hear of the AGM that has been happening for the structures that are existing? Because I want to believe there are structures that
Yeah.
are doing the choral
Something
music.
out there.
So
Yeah.
now, where are they accounting? Do they come back to the constituency and say, this is what we're doing, this is what we did, this is where
Yes.
we're lacking, this is you see, or we only pick out on social media. So I don't think there is a correct platform
Yeah.
that is utilized
To help
to
or
help.
reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. It is very clear. The choral music in Daba is going to be an eye opener for all of us. The choral music in Daba is going to unlock opportunities that have been there for a longest of time. Now, guys, keep your eyes glued on the page of Bishop. The information is shared on the page. If ukhohliwe, follow yena uZimasa on Facebook. She will lead you to the right
You know,
page.
Akona,
Ekumele uyilandele.
before we close, can you show that we are not fighting? Call up music. Call up music. Let's call marketing. Let's call marketing. When you leave, and then I just remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why it's not as
This is Bishop.
or it's a banker.
This is Bishop. This is Bishop. We are not fighting, and it's personally branded Zimasa Sikash. So you see, we naturally say we are all doing this to the same direction. The vision is one. Let's re-engineer the choral music, and let's have something creative that is going to make people, that is going to help even our youth, because we are having a youth that is despondent everywhere. So let's work together and see what can be done.
She just said, this is Bishop. We are not fighting. Guys, ikamale show yethu. I-Grand P are no truth. Kuqeda ukuphuma truth manje. We are not
We're not
fighting.
fighting now.
Guys, niyasibona? We are not fighting.
We're not competing,
Le
actually.
PR le eniyifunayo sizoyiphusha nasemakamereni wethu ngoba thina sithanda umculo wenu. We are not fighting.
We are not competing, we are leading. We are just
Yeah.
re-engineering the choral space, trying to do what is required, what we think is required.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Ngitshele ke uBishop, uB no hashtag. Uya usharp ke lo hashtag. Asibonaneni. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you very much.